Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new video. Today I'm showing you how to make a Minecraft thumbnail. And I'll actually also show you how to get Minecraft skin, apply it in Minecraft, and take a screenshot in Minecraft. So that you can take your own character, your own skin in Minecraft with your own world and use that in your thumbnail. Now if you want to follow along to this tutorial but you don't have Photoshop, you can actually use Photopea. I have a video up here in the right corner. It'll actually show you how to use it. It's very simple and you can actually follow along to this tutorial. But first guys, if you want, you can go down on this video in the comment section and click on the first comment that I pinned. This will bring you to my Fiverr. And here as you can see on my Fiverr, you can get a logo or a banner or both for your YouTube channel if you want. But now back to the video. So I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to go to Minecraft skins. And I actually wanted to go to the first one here. Now you can go to which one you want, but I actually prepared one that I had in mind. I actually went for this one, just a random one I picked, why not? And this one will be easily distinguishable with the background as well. So what you do then, you just go here and do download. Now then of course can you go up here and go show in folder. Now when you download the image itself, it will actually be a .png, so a transparent image, and it will just look like this. It will not look like anything, but if you apply it in Minecraft you will see how it looks. So here I am in Minecraft, as you can see. Now what you want to do in the main menu of Minecraft is you go to dressing room and then you do change skin. Now this is actually Minecraft for Windows, but don't worry, it works the same in Minecraft Java. So here I'm just going to do choose new skin. And then you just go search for the skin that we just downloaded, so the .png. Just click it. As you can see here, sometimes you have different models, but you just choose the one that you like. And there you can see, as you can see, I simply applied it like that. It's a pretty basic thing. I think most of you would have known how to get a skin in Minecraft, but that's just to show you how to get your own. You could also create your own, but I just used an example that was already pre-made for mine. Okay, so here I am in a new world, a creative world. And I actually made this box right here. So I tried to find the most smoothest block that you could do. And so that's actually how I came across the concrete blocks. Now I wanted to do green, but green was a bit too dark here. So I wanted something more bright. So I went for the yellow concrete here. And so I built this little box. Now it's quite small. You could make this bigger. Or you could just make a wall. It doesn't really matter. It's called a green screen, but you can realistically use every color there is. Because if your skin, for example, is yellow, but you still need, or green, and you still need a background, you can also make the background black, you know, or purple, you know, because the most important thing is that you distinguish your character, your skin, from the background. So no matter what color it is, as long as it is very distinguishable from the background, the color of your character. So in any case, what I did that is then F5. It should also be F5 for you. That's how you toggle the perspective. There you go, like this. And so I'm just gonna, there you go. It's an annoying perspective to work with, but you can put it like this. And then what you can do, you can go into settings, do video, and then change the FOV. Now the FOV should be the same as I said in Java. There's really not a lot of differences here. I'm gonna put this pretty low. There you go. As you can see, it's zoomed in now. So you can still see it, but it's... so now you can just take an angle, whichever one you like. And as you can see right here, it doesn't really matter that much. The most important thing is that around your character is distinguishable. Because you will see afterwards in Photoshop we're actually gonna cut them out. So I did something like this, I don't know, I just took something like this. And now, of course, you want to hide that bar that's underneath us, because otherwise it will get in the way. So how to hide the bar is F1. So just press F1. Now it's still there, as you can see, but it's hidden. So with F1 you hide the bar. So you just put it like this and then you do something like this. Now generally speaking, it would be F2, I would say, in Minecraft to take a screenshot, F2. Or you can also, if you have the print screen button on your keyboard, I believe it's it's shortened for PRTSC, so print screen. You can also click that, and that's where Windows will take more of it. And then you can just drag it like this over the whole screen, minus 920 by 1080. And there you go, as you can see, it took a screenshot. In Java you can do the same, or use F2 probably. Okay, so that's that for that, but I actually wanted to show you something else as well. So I'm just going to toggle the perspective again. Going to change the perspective again, this is too much zoomed in for me. So there you go, then you can just put the FOV back up. I did like around 70, I believe. There you go, it's up to you. And then I actually found the little island over there. So that's the first part. We actually have the first part now, which is my Minecraft character and its skin. So now I actually wanted to show you guys the second part of the thumbnail that I did. Now the second part is actually something I thought was quite nice, and I was lucky that there was actually a biome close to where I started this that was actually resembling an island, which is this one right here. So I took the screenshot here, was actually go to settings, go to video, change the render distance as well in this case. So I did it about 15 chunks, I would say, so that you pretty much don't see anything in the distance. That's the distance rendering, so the view in the distance is quite low. And so then did the same principle, you know, you go a little bit up, you just find the right angle that you like, you know. And then you can... Well, this little island here in the corner is a bit in the way. There we go. Well, I already took the screenshot, but you get the idea, you know. You do F1 again, and then you take the whole screenshot again. And I have something like this prepared in Photoshop. It's just a little idea on how you could do it. So now I'm done on my part, so I'm going to take this to Photoshop, and in your case maybe to Photopea, depends on what you're using. So here we are in Photoshop, so I'm actually going to do new here, and the resolution is going to be 920 by 1080 pixels, very important. Resolution you can put on 300. I always advise you to use RGB color, and I'm going to do the background white, that's a preference. You can do the same settings in Photopea, of course. And now I'm going to show you what I've prepared already. This one right here is the one that I screenshotted, but actually put it to black and white because I will put something over it. So this is the one I'm going to choose. There you go. So what I want to do now is I'm going to do camera raw filter. Now if you don't have that, you can actually play around with the brightness and the levels or the curves. These are things you can actually use alternatively to what I'm doing here, but mainly I'm just going to add some shadows, you know, some black and whites, some highlights. You will see, I'm just going to do that right now. If you will, it's just a more detailed version of retouching an image. As you can see the exposure, I'm going to put this a bit more brighter. Then we have the contrast. I think I'm going to put the highlights quite high. I think here I want that there's like no sky visible, you know. I really want this to be where the text will be. Shadows a little bit. So this is a bit precise, but nothing crazy. As I said, like you can, with brightness and contrast, you can already get something done that looks pretty good. This is just that extra, you know, that little extra that we're doing here. I do think I want the texture quite high and the clarity. There you go. I'm just gonna think I'm gonna go with this. You can see not a world of difference, but I like it. I'm actually gonna put a shape over it. There we go. Make sure this one is in the middle. It can overlay a bit here on the sides and up here, doesn't matter. So then I'm just gonna do multiply, make sure that that rectangle in question is selected. And there you go. It'll just start off like this with a nice little color overlay. Okay, and then I'm gonna place my skin, my character. As you can see, this is a screenshot that I took myself. And if you would have used a select tool right here, and if you were to use a select tool here, you can see that you can easily distinguish your character from the background. But if you cut it out like this, I think it's a bit messy still. It still has some rough edges to it, you know. So what I like to do is actually, this will take a little bit longer, but it will look way more beautiful. And you can actually just use it in the future if you want. That would actually be to use the pen tool. And with the pen tool, you can actually, well, there's a weird thing here, but it doesn't really matter. What you can basically do is just go pretty cleanly around the corners here. Just make sure you don't take too much of the other color, but they are easily distinguishable, as I said, thanks to the fact that we actually went with a background that was easily distinguishable from our character. As you can see the difference here. That's why I can easily cut him out here. That's really what we wanted to go for. But yeah, that is basically what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut him out. Fortunately, he is square. That really helps with the with cutting him out. But I'll just do this and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, there you go. So I just finished cutting him out. So it became a selection when I selected the two ends together. So what I'm going to do now is actually I'm going to go and do select here, inverse. So this will inverse the selection, and I'll go right click on the screenshot in question here, do rasterize layer, and I'll click backspace. And as you can see, it removes the background here, or everything that I cut out around the character here. So I'm just going to do select again and do deselect. And there, as you can see, not the cleanest cutout, but it will definitely do the work. So then we're gonna make him bigger, because he doesn't really jump out that much right now. So he shouldn't pixelize that much as well. I think we should be alright. Just gonna see which size I want him to be. I think this is good, actually. I think we're about right now. So now I'm gonna simply actually add the Minecraft logo, you know. Just gonna put that somewhere here in the corner. Let's see where it looks nice. I think here, right? So just gonna, we don't have to do anything complicated for that one. There we go. I do think that looks already quite nice. Now let's actually just add the text, and let's of course type thumbnail tutorial here. There we go. We'll change the font. I think something cartoonish will go well with Minecraft. Well, I think I actually did a test earlier. I think, yeah, let's go with cartoonist. I think that's the one that I liked most. Just typing tutorial here. There we go. Just gonna put that underneath here. So I was actually thinking here with the island, I think it's better if you put it a bit more down here, and then we put the text right under the word Minecraft here. And so for that, I'm actually gonna cheat a little bit and take the background image here and move it underneath here. Now we actually don't see this right here. We wouldn't see it with the background afterwards, so that's the good thing. So let's just put the text right here. No, we don't really see it right now, but let's just move it away. I think I'm gonna make a transition here, by the way, so that you can make it, so it become less. I don't think you will see it in the end result, but why not? Let's do it a little bit more professional. The eraser tool, and the eraser tool will actually allow us, if we put the size and the hardness, the size quite high, if you, well, depends on the size, but the hardness quite low, or just at 0, we'll actually be able to do a kind of a fade, you know, like this, which will make a bit harder to see that that we actually did something with the background here. But as I said, you'll probably not see it anyway in the final result. Okay, so now I just actually wanted to add a classic arc to it, like this, from about, not too much I want to say, let's do 13. There you go, I do think that looks nice. And of course I'm going to change the color of the text here. So I think I'm going to make the word thumbnail like quite bright. Well, a gradient of 2 colors actually. See if this works. I'm going to double click here on thumbnail, I'm going to do gradient overlay. And let's change that to something like this. Now you won't really see it yet, but you'll see afterwards. Okay, now so I think it's important to actually... Okay, so now I'm going to take the word tutorial and thumbnail here and actually going to duplicate them. So I'm going to make a copy here. Just to be sure in case there's something I want to change. So I'm just going to click both of these here, so both of the copies, and just type backup. Actually going to rename them both to, this one as well, to... That's in case, because I'm going to convert these to a smart object. So just in case there's something I actually wanted to change, I can always use this if this really messes up. You can do that as well. It's just optional, it's personal, but it's in case I want to catch something up or do something better. So anyway, as I said, I'm going to convert this to a smart object. So by doing that, you do Control, you click on the first text and the second text in this case. I right click. And I do convert to smart object. The same idea as a group, but this time it's not grouped together in one folder. The images really became one. So both texts really became just one layer. But that also means that I can change them both at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now I do think I want to use a drop shadow. I'm going to go for a pretty classic one here, I guess. There we go. I don't think we need anything else. I think I'm just going to go for this right here. Because I would have done it with a brighter color, you can see it less, you know. So I'm just going to keep it as this. Don't think we really need anything more else than that. So then I have to replace it a little bit. There you go, make sure by the way you hide the actual backup. That's something I forgot to say, in case you're doing that. But now, so there we go, we're looking pretty much at the final result here, but there's one more thing that I always like to use, and I actually had to add here, which is going to be a GFX filter. Now you can actually get these GFX filters in a GFX pack, so you just go online and search for a GFX pack, download the PSD, so the Photoshop file, and you can actually open it in Photopea if once again you're using Photopea, or you just of course open it in Photoshop, and you'll be able to use, not all of them, but a lot of them have these kind of filters, but it adds a really nice glow over it, a really nice effect. It's accumulation of effects on it, which gives them this nice filter. So basically what I always do is I look what the best option is here. We'll see, that one is not bad. I also like a lot of gold. So there you go, I actually ended up with gold. I think this one looks the best one right here, especially from a distance, because that's the most important thing. As you can see here, we have the island in the middle, then we have the text. It's really nice, it's that nice, it looks like a globe, you know, it's like round and a globe. That's what the island also looks like. I can also, by the way, last adjustment, just do some brightness and contrast on my character. So there you go. Just make sure, by the way, you do create clipping mask if you only want to affect one image here, so like this, not everything. Just gonna do some brightness and contrast. I don't think I need a lot. I think that looks pretty nice. As I said, also look from distance, because most people will see it in a smaller form from distance on their phones or on their PC. So always look from distance, as I do right here. It's just a little tip. I do think this looks quite nice. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. So there you go, guys. That's the thumbnail tutorials. I hope you enjoyed. I also enjoyed showing you guys in Photoshop how to do it with all the skin. So I think you knew how to get a skin, but how to actually make a thumbnail, you know, with it using a green screen and screenshotting. I really hope I helped you guys out there. And of course, I hope you enjoyed this video. So please leave a like, it would be really nice. Subscribe would also be really nice. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.